jerky thing at the end. That was good, but we can edit it out. We can always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get people walking.
Mm-hmm.
I know you did it.
Now what are you talking about, you old drunk hag?
You raped that poor girl. Don't deny it.
Looky here, darling. I'm 100% innocent, and I'm about to be scot-free right here after this.
You're a wealthy white son of a bitch in an all-white town in front of an all-white jury. It doesn't matter if you did it or not. They won't convict you anyway.
What's in your wallet, hon? Probably nothing. Spent it all on moonshine. No one listens to a drunk. Next time I see you, I'll be a free man.
This is hard. I don't want to hack your life. This is not for me. Alright. Men and women of the jury, Your Honor. I shall be brief, but I'd like to use my remaining time with you to remind you that this case is not a difficult one. To begin, this case should have been much easier to decide than the trial reflected. This case is as simple as black and white. The state has produced countless pieces of concrete evidence that this crime has indeed taken place. And there has been the testimony of 2 eyewitnesses who are not only credible in their testimonies, but have also independently been verified by the prior testimony of our victim. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do this. Game face. Game face. Game face. Men and women of the jury, Your Honor. I shall be brief, but I would like to use my remaining time with you to remind you that this case is not a difficult one. To begin, this case should have been much easier to decide than the trial reflected. It is as simple as black and white. The state has produced countless pieces of concrete evidence that have proven that this crime has taken place. There's also been the testimony of 2 independent eyewitnesses who have been verified by the prior testimony of our victim. Now the defendant is indeed guilty. In this case, we have a wealthy white man who is privileged in this courtroom inherently because of the racial inclination of the court system. The idea that this man may even possibly be acquitted would contradict the true idea of an equitable American justice system. Now, I may be holding out on false hope. I should ignore the factors which here make Mr. Robinson inherently privileged and take into account the evidence presented and only the evidence presented in order to decide this case. One more thing before I leave you all today. Thomas Jefferson once said that all men are created equal, a phrase that the Yankees and the executive branch hurl at us on a daily basis. However, we all know that all men are not created equal, Your Honor. Some people are smarter than others. Some people have more opportunity than others because they're born with it. Some men make more money than others, and some ladies even make better cakes than others. And it's undeniably true that some people are born more gifted beyond the normal scope of all humankind. But there is one way in which all men are created equal, and that institution is a court. It's a court. Our courts have their faults, as does any human-made institution. But in this great country, Your Honor, our courts are the great levelers. And in our courts, all men are created equal. Now, I'm no idealist to believe firmly in the idea of the integrity of this court and our jury system. Because that is no ideal to me. See, that is a living and working reality, Your Honor, as is you. Men and women of the jury, a court is no better than each of you sitting in it, and the jury is no better than the men and women that make it up. A court is only as sound as its jury, and the jury is only as sound as you. Now, I'm confident that you all will review this case blind to the outside factors that society has labeled this defendant with, and instead judge with the evidence that has been presented. Now, I want you all to imagine, okay? Imagine as if this here man sexually assaulted your daughter, your sister, your niece, your granddaughter, or significant other. How would you want him to be punished? How should he be punished? Now, whether you'd like to acknowledge it or not, you see, this is someone's daughter. This is someone's granddaughter. This is someone's niece. This is someone's significant other. And she has been assaulted. She is hurt, grieving, and fearful going about her daily life simply because she is a woman. And she has to constantly question her safety. In the name of God and this great nation, do your duty. Make the right choice.
Jury, have we come to a unanimous decision?
Not guilty.
In the case of North Carolina versus Tom Robinson, the jury has found Mr. Robinson to be not guilty on the case of sexual assault. Mr. Robinson, you're free to go.